Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Kerbal Space Program. No reason to get any more elaborate with the introduction than that. We know what we're doing on today's episode. Our sweet boy Jeb is coming home. We did get all of his flesh and skin torn in the last episode, but we also, everybody gets one. Just in the same way, you can't be prosecuted for a crime as an adult until you reach the age of 18. So you get all that free shoplifting practice in when you're a teenager. I'm just kidding. You can't be prosecuted for the first time you cause an astronaut to have all their flesh ripped from their body. It's illegal. And quite frankly, I'm offended you'd even suggest it. I was content to try and only get one astronaut back, but after we got our other astronaut killed, I'm still okay with getting only one astronaut back. It just seems like that astronaut is, it would be better if it were Jeb. Specifically because of the fact that it's so annoying to try to get Donka back. So I think the ideal outcome for us is that we don't jump 5 kilometers above the surface of the moon. And instead we, because we can't use RCS to go up. We can hold shift. That's not really accomplishing what I needed to accomplish though. Are you gonna live? You gonna live? You gonna live? No, turn into dust. Okay, so reload. So we just have to learn patience, and there's like a learning curve associated with this. Okay. There's a very simple lesson to be learned in physics, by the way. So let me go back to the tracking station here and get Jeb. When you think about an arc, the distance something travels versus its height. The height is always going to cause them to fall the same distance. Let me go back to Jeb here, which is, I believe, this one. Load it up. What I mean to say is, we can slow our velocity down greatly horizontally, but vertically, we're always going to have, I believe, the same velocity in the Y direction. I know it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. That's because I don't. So I think what we want to do is actually get small jumps that travel a great distance. So we want to basically jump like this. Preferably not straight up and straight down, but don't give yourself extra height. Turn on RCS, please. Don't give yourself extra height. Only give yourself extra velocity in this direction. That way, when you reach the surface, or when you get closer to the surface, you can actually slow yourself down. There's probably a better way to do this. Like, I should do some RCS training or something like that. But sincerely, I think our ideal outcome is basically to just do something like that, We'll jump a few dozen meters off the ground, throw ourselves ahead at maybe 10 meters a second, and we should be able to make it back to the lander as a result of this. Now, we got to be a little careful, admittedly, because there is, uneven ground approaching. But yeah, something along those lines, although preferably, landing on your legs instead of... Okay, that's a little too high, but you know what? I got high apple pie in the sky hopes that this is going to be fine. I mean, we're landing at a faster speed than our lander was, which is probably not for the best. On the other hand, did you see Jeb's face in the middle of that maneuver? He was loving life. So yeah, basically, if I could just become Krang from the Ninja Turtles and fly around, really fast in this direction, but then slow myself right down when it came time for the landing, that'd be fine. Essentially, we have to move 100 meters 14 times. We're going to use a lot of monopropellant by doing this, by the way, but so what? It's not monopropellant, but you get the idea. I get that this is this is very Northernlion-y. It's very impatient to approach things the way I've been approaching them here. But at the same time, I don't want to spend 14 minutes or more walking out here. It's actually, I mean, it'll be 1,300 seconds, which is over 20 minutes of walking directly. Do you want to watch an episode of Jeb walking for 20 minutes? I mean, we're already at 5, I'll admit, but I think the answer to that question is likely to be no. And if you would watch it, look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but have some respect for your time. You could do a lot in 20 minutes. Okay, I think I'm learning something. I think I've learned that it's probably roughly safe to land at 12 meters per second. However, we want that to be in the horizontal direction. Oh, wait. If you hold no button, but press shift, you keep yourself roughly straight up in the air. Oh, dude. I'm on a new level now. Just make sure your propellant's good, but yes. Okay, so we can actually fly out here. This is going to be no problem. In fact, we could travel at an alarming pace. As long as we give ourselves ample time to slow down. Oh, dude, I can get Donka onto this ship. I'll tell you that right now. Slow yourself. Stay up. Slow yourself, slow yourself, slow yourself. Stay up. Slow yourself. We're going to overshoot it. That's fine. That's fine. Guess what, mother truckers? We got Jeb. We got freaking movie sign. Jebcules. Just slow down. The prodigal son has returned. That's not how you say that word. Please don't knock over the rocket en route here. Jeb has freaking made it. My dudes. Jeb. Board. Okay, we need to... Okay, so here's the... Okay, go back to the tracking station quickly. Leaving now will say you're on a ladder. You can't leave if you're on a ladder. Oh, of course you can't leave when you're on a ladder. Why would I be so stupid as to think you could leave when you're on a ladder? Can I not... Like, no, I want a crew report, okay? What I want is for... Yeah, transfer. Get down there. You got this, Jeb. You got this, buddy. Oh, Jesus. He's got it. This stupid battery is blocking me. F, climb out. I don't know what that means. Get boarded, son. Jeb is on the rocket. We have brought him home. Okay, what's the next step? This one, admittedly, is not so easy. Let me do a quick save there. Tracking station. So we're going to go to the moon lander, which is, I believe, this one, 108 days ago, because we did do that Minmus flight in the middle of this. And we're going to do what we did last time, which is essentially, like, we have no engine on this thing, so, like, I can't do anything. With the present rocket, nothing's going to happen. So we have to decouple, and then we have to rotate at such a pace that we break the heat shield. So this is it's kind of risky. Hopefully, like, crashing into these explosive fuel tanks will do it. Oh, not quite, huh? Land on the fuel tank, 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 land on the fuel tank. Or, heat shield, land on the heat shield. We've done it. Save yourself. Take it on me. Okay. Transfer crew. Like to transfer you here? That's not going to be doable, huh? Can you not get out of, like, there's no hatch on the bottom or anything like that? Okay, we might have gone a little over the top with that one. Thank God we had a quick save, right? By the way, I'm real looking forward to never having to do this part again. To always having the ladder and thermometer removed so we never have to do this garbage. 108. There we go. So just, you still want to break the heat shield. We just want to do it in such a way that it doesn't kill us in the process. Can we just transfer her right away? Yeah, okay, that's necessary. Oh, but she can't control the rocket from there. I see the problem. Okay. So get this bad boy going. I'm actually amazed we managed to get this to work at all. Considering, I mean, it's idiotic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're basically trying to tumble our rocket end over end. Usually, you desire that to not happen. But in this case, we're trying to turn our rocket into a drill to break a piece off of it. That almost did it. You know it to be true. Just keep it up. Keep it up. You got some spins going on here. I think we got to throw some alternate forces. Oh, we've done it. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. Just get prograde. Just get prograde. We've done it. Transfer. Escape. EVA. What do you mean activate a hatch? Go out the back! Oh, you make me so mad sometimes. Okay. You gotta turn RCS on. We're gonna try to do some dangerous flights here. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Step 1. Straight up. Now, if we run out of propellant, she is going to die. However, I don't see a good reason why she wouldn't be able to make it back here. At this point. Well, there is one. That would be our apoapsis taking us out of the surface. Or out of the sphere of influence, I should say. But that's not going to happen. So all I'm going to do... I want to speed up, but I don't want to land at 89 meters a second. That would be real bad for my business. All we want to do is land at a more reasonable pace. Which is what I'm trying to do now is basically I'm trying to land on the moon. I'm just trying to do it with a human being. And this is probably a little bit overkill when it comes to the use of monopropellant. Which is not monopropellant, but you get the idea. Pink is like the functional one. Yeah, that's right. Take this bad boy in, Sandra Bullock. I've got high hopes for your future at the Kerbal Academy. Gonna need you to slow yourself. She's done it. I flew to the wrong thing. Wait, what? But what? I flew to where Jeb was. This is the one we're looking for. Well, you know, This is just the step one. You want to get yourself roughly to where Jeb was, and then just rinse and repeat the maneuver that Jeb did. It's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, so I like overshot this by a great deal. But you know what? It's all part of the learning experience. That's what I'm going to tell people anyway. And I actually do feel like this has been a pretty good tutorial about, like, how to use EVA. Because, you know, we got some real on-the-job experience, if you know what I mean. I don't know why it feels like that should be said with a wink and a nudge. We got some real hands-on experience, if you know what I mean. This is great. 27 meters per second. Nothing to worry about. You can traverse the moon at an outrageous pace. Just keep yourself from falling straight downwards. 20 meters a second. I'll probably leave you with some broken limbs. Let's just slow yourself down. 8 meters a second. That's a little bit more my speed. And you know what? Let's use our newfound powers to hit the ladder directly. Because I ain't afraid of no sleep. And I ain't afraid of no Jeb. My boy. She has done it. Okay, like, I see the concern here, but... RCS on, please. Transfer. Jeb, you gotta go down here just for a second. My God. We have actually done it. Donka, get in here. Board this ship. Autosave. Get the heck out of Dodge, please. How much? So much electric charge. It actually makes me angry. Extend this antenna. Give me a crew report back here, please. Nothing, huh? Okay. Give me a little, give me some data transmission, please. 24 science added. Thanks. Really appreciate that. And we're up. Quick save. Let's lower this antenna, because we're not back yet. The next step is land all 3 of these people. This is the right direction. Land all 3 of these people back. We can actually fly prograde. Don't worry, you're in good hands. Donka's done this before. Set as target? Can you not set Kerbin as a target? Good work, boys and girls. We made it back. Well, we made it off. You're back in the ship, at least. So I can't... Oh, Kerbal. Can I just, like, dial M for the moon, please? No, don't add maneuver. Just focus. Just give me hocus pocus by focus, please. There's, like, a little too much nonsense going on here. Hey, could one of the 3 of you tell me how to set the focus properly? Thank you. So my plan is very simple. We're going to accelerate prograde until we have an orbit around the moon. Then, on the backside of the moon, we're going to accelerate parallel to escape the moon and have an orbit around Kerbin, and then we're going to burn retrograde at the apoapsis or periapsis of that orbit in order to... well, I mean, at this point, what are you doing? This is not how you extend an orbit. This is how you extend an orbit. And this is how we do it. Don't be on prograde, please. Bit of a botch takeoff. I'll be the first to tell you. Okay, well, whoa. Sure. I mean, this is stupid, but we will at least escape. So we will be in orbit, and then at periapsis, that is what allows us to do the best or the most efficient altitudinal changes, I believe. So we'll warp to periapsis. We're now in orbit around Kerbin. Hopefully, we just want to burn retrograde essentially until our periapsis decays until it's 30,000, and we really want to hit 30,000 because that should allow us to slow down. I mean, these are going to swap once they equal each other, but that will allow us to slow down essentially via air braking. We should have enough fuel. I hope we have enough fuel. It should allow us to slow down via air braking. And thus, we don't even have to dump fuel to land. Or not even dump fuel. We don't even have to slow ourselves down to land, is what I mean. 30,000 is the dream number. Please come up. We're good on fuel. Stay up forever. 30,000. Just slow it down. 30,000. This is going to be our triumph. It's going to be our crowning achievement. That is a number one perfecto. If I am correct here, and I might not be, which is why I'm quick saving, I'm going to get rid of my fuel. I am now just going to, you basically at this point, let God sort it out. We're going to go to speed 50, pointing retrograde, with a capable pilot behind the wheel. Ted Top, Jebediah, Donka, welcome back. Can we talk about how much electricity do you have? A ton. Why are you not pointing retrograde then? Is it because I hate you? Let's go speed 1,000 here for a second. Why aren't you pointing retrograde? You're supposed to point retrograde. And I know it only takes you a second to start pointing retrograde. I'm just salty that you start to deviate from this retrograde for any reason at this point. If my theoretical science is correct here, did we fly through the surface of the planet there? We should slowly just keep like going around and decaying increasingly with every pass. Otherwise, we're stuck in orbit forever. But I thought a 30,000 periapsis allows us to just sort of naturally crash into the planet. Is that not true? Am I mistaken? Like, warp me to periapsis. And if we're pointed retrograde... yeah, everything burns up and we die, like I was saying. F9 here. I gotta look at this for a second. Because obviously that was not correct. Kerbal re-entry. Set a low Kerbal orbit of 30 kilometers. You need the velocity to be 250 to 260 meters per second. Get air brakes. If you have any fuel left, burn retrograde and slow yourself down before you get below 60 kilometers. Okay, give me a second here. So I guess essentially what we want to do is, we're still going to go at like speed 10,000 here for a second. And our periapsis is 30,000. So maybe warp me to like here. We don't have much fuel. We're not going to be able to slow ourselves down much. But with a good pilot and pointing retrograde, who knows, dude? Maybe the world's our freaking oyster, right? So point me retrograde. And slow me down. And if possible, if you could give me the Beat Boys and free my soul, I want to get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. My hope, realistically, is to be going under 2,500 through the atmosphere. 2,500 meters per second. Unrealistically, under 2,000 would be just a beautiful situation. 2,500 might be unrealistic. That's a fairly optimistic approach, I think. So I'm not anticipating that this is going to work. But honestly, with a few reloads, I'm very happy we were able to RCS all of our lost Kerbalites back into the rocket here, and possibly create a situation where we may be able to have them survive. If not, we're gonna have to send a rocket up that is like even more impressive than this rocket, because it's got to swallow this rocket up. And then, I don't know, what are we going to send up to get that rocket if that rocket can't make it back? You know what I mean? Like, we just start to approach a certain degree of absurdity that I'm not sure I can get behind. So we are, this is it, basically. We're going to be going about 2,500 when we start to hit the worst of it. We got some air drag here, but we do also have a heat shield. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Well, this is a tough one to think about, isn't it? We could load the quick save, but how are we gonna... We literally cannot slow down more than I'm already slowing down, I think. We could try to slow down faster and hope for the best. We might have to content ourselves with the fact that at least their bodies disintegrated on Earth, as opposed to disintegrating in the upper atmosphere. But I'm going to give it one more try here. What if we slow down even faster? And by that, I mean, instead of slowing down there, we slow down here when we're slightly further away from the planet. And as a result, maybe we find ourselves slowing down to a greater degree. Probably a cursory arithmetic calculation with the physics of this would tell you why this is idiotic or genius. But one thing is true, we are going to get a steeper decay. Is that good? I would assume no is the answer to that, but who knows? Perhaps idiocy will rule the day here, and we will survive our dramatic re-entry here. But I'm very skeptical. I think we should accept that Ted Top and Jebediah... I mean, I don't want to accept this. I'd love to pull out the crocodile tears and say, "Oh, Jeb, you were my first Kerbal not," but it's not the kind of guy I am. He's a collection of pixels that's a symbol to me. A symbol of my novice nature in this game. I hope to bring him back. If he dies, I'm not going to say if he dies, but you know, what I'm trying to say to you is if he dies, he dies? So, we're going to be going even faster this time, I think. It is harder to tell. Yeah, we're going to be going faster. So, or roughly the same speed. So I'm pretty sure you're all corpses at this point. It would have been sweet if it weren't like this. If we could have saved tonight and fought the break of dawn. Because come tomorrow I'll be gone. Yeah, so that's obviously substantially worse. So I think we have to accept... Well, let me put it this way. If it was substantially worse to slow down there, maybe our actual best option is to slow down even closer to periapsis. It's also completely plausible that the correct answer lies somewhere in the middle. And I'm, again, being a little bit ignorant of the situation. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, so I mean, that's like a pretty bad start. We'll probably... Oh, that doesn't look great. Is she still gonna live? Lucky? She's so lucky. She's a star astronaut in the Kerbal Space Program, baby. Where's she landing? Oh, okay, I see. No, there is no revert at this point. We just gotta keep doing this until we decide that that's good enough. So, in this case, we gotta slow down a little bit before that. So they said the tutorial, not tutorial, the thing I read online says slow down before 60. We slowed down at like 100 and something. Bad idea. Or not good enough, rather. So instead, maybe we'll slow down, like point retrograde, please. I don't know why it doesn't point retrograde. Well, I guess when we reloaded, it didn't have the marker set. But what if we try to slow down at, I mean, last time was like 150. Try to slow down at 100 this time. And I'm coming close to the point where I'm just like, you know what? Probably going to accept that some of you are dead. Donka? Oh, you can't get... Oh, so wherever people are, that's where they're stuck. Can we get a Jeb to board? No. I can't have her get out and then have somebody else board is what I was trying to do. That would be hilarious, though. Like, I can't have her EVA and then be someone else? No. Alright, you should board. That was a little silly. Also, with nobody in here, we weren't pointing exactly retrograde. Probably not too likely to make much of a difference. But who knows, dude? Dude, we got our own air brakes here. It still looks like it's probably gonna hurt. We are slower, though. And we're not speeding up much. In fact, now we're slowing down. I think we might make it. Like, yeah, batteries. What do I care if you explode? We probably got like another 8,000 to go before we get out of the re-entry phase. Dude, I think we're gonna get them all back. And this was not... Okay, maybe don't get too excited. Hold together. Hold together. Hold together! I'm waiting to see those flames dissipate. No, I see that red one. I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Yo. We are family. I've got all my sisters and me. I think we made it back. Please slow down. We learned so much. We learned about RCS EVA maneuvers. We learned about proper re-entry. Around maybe 80,000. Probably changes. When you start your burn will change based on how much fuel you have left. But for that one, it worked. And we're going to have 3 astronauts. Not to mention, we actually completed a contract. Excuse me? We didn't plant flag on the moon? Whatever. We can get back to the moon in a heartbeat, dude. Oh my god. It has been done. .1 science earned. That's not good. Funds? Great. Look at this XP. 2 XP gained for Jebediah. Oh! Look at that. We got pilots, dude. Thanks for watching our first big mission has been a resounding success after inventing time travel. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.